That's me with the Hellraiser movies, which I think are goofy as hell. Where I'm like, this is so dumb. Someone's like, I don't know how to masturbate anymore, so how about this? And I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm ruined on porn. Like, just wait for the internet, man. Clive, just wait for the internet. He's like, I've seen every tape in the back room.
All right, welcome to This Week in Nerd History, a podcast where we take a fun look at all... Is that right? A fun look?
Fun look? We take a fun look at stuff.
What is a fun look?
Whoa, look at that.
It's like this.
That is a fun look.
That's not a fun look.
No!
Anyway, it's a show. We talk about stuff. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
I
Infuriated after that.
That's fine.
Yeah, you really blew it.
Yeah. It is Halloween Eve for us when we're recording.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's actually a word for it. It's All Hallows Eve.
Oh, shit. That's right. Yeah. And Hell's Night?
Hell Night.
Hell
or
Night, right?
Mischief Night if you're
Mischief
in middle
Night.
school. I assume
Yeah.
no one does that anymore. AJ, you have children. Do they go off with eggs and roam the neighborhood and ruin
They're
things for
only
other
you
4
just
to
send them out?
9, so they wouldn't anyway.
Right.
Like, this is the first year that we told Felix he can go do Halloween on his own if he wants to. I don't think he's gonna, because who wants to just go trick-or-treating by yourself? He's probably just gonna stay with us. But we said, he could if he wanted to. But I feel like that's more of a teenager thing. I never did it, though. I never, egged anybody's houses or threw toilet paper up in trees. I did that as, a prank on, not Halloween.
Yeah, they're least expecting it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, Julia had a story about Mischief Night. This was, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago or something like that. It was kind of early when she started working at Lowbrow. There was these rich kids in the neighborhood or whatever like that. And the mom had bought them Charmin thick, 2-ply, nice toilet paper. And the kids are just is daylight out or whatever. And they're just throwing it in Julia's trees. And Julia's like, can you stop
Get the
doing
hell
that?
out of here.
And their excuse was no, but our mom bought the toilet paper. We're I don't want the toilet paper in the tree.
Are you
I'm
gonna
paraphrasing,
come back
but it
and
was
clean
just
it?
Get
I was
out of
just
here.
all right, they're just doing it for the sake of doing it. But
That's hilarious. I like the idea of a bunch of dead-eyed
Real
children
fancy teepee.
throwing expensive teepee on their own trees, just being we.
Whee. I mean,
Yeah.
if you do it right, it looks good and spooky for the next night.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I
thought that was awesome. I remember being wow, as a kid recognizing it, being whoa, this house went
Somebody
all
did
out.
a great job.
Yeah, my parents being that's not something you want. You don't want to be part of that. That's what bad people do. And and then I went out with some friends. I remember my parents being where are you going? I'm out with some friends. They're what day is it? I'm it's not Halloween, is it? I'm no. They're okay. So I go out and I'm this is going to be amazing. And then I didn't do it. I was they're here's the eggs, throw it. I'm no.
Oh.
And then they did, and I was just culpable. But it was fun.
You were an accessory to the crime.
Absolutely. But it'd be oh my God, the cops are coming. Jump in some bushes. It'd just be a
You
sedan.
ever try to throw an egg? It's surprisingly difficult to throw it without just cracking in your hand. Because if you
Right.
throw it too hard,
Kaboom!
like a baseball,
Yeah.
you're just it just explodes the second you kind of really put some force behind it.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta have some touch with it.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You gotta have a
that.
feathered touch.
I've
in
only
golf.
ever done an egg toss from 2 feet away.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Well, that one you
I've
can
done the
really
egg toss.
whip it 2 feet away, right?
right in someone's face. Just smash as hard as you can.
Yeah. If you're doing whatever that was called, field day at school.
Yeah, field day.
Yeah.
Just be all right, we're done. Oh, I'm paired with my best friend. Well, I'm definitely going to take this seriously. Bam! You're out. Oh, no.
Oh no.
I remember one of our field days that we had. It was very egg heavy. Field days were always egg heavy, and the assignment was design a shoebox to put eggs in. Teacher's going to go up on the roof and drop it off, one-story roof, and then drop it off and see what how you can brace it or whatever. I was so confident that my idea was going to work that it was just a shoebox, and I put I don't know, 6 rubber bands around it, and I thought the tiniest, thinnest rubber band on the bottom would be the shock absorber. They all just smashed inside the thing. It's God, I was devastated.
Now you have to keep the box, take it home with you.
Gross.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Mischief Night, man. That was the goal. That was the goal, man. It was just being out with the cool kids. ruining people's days.
We only really did it one time, like you're saying before, AJ. It was like a high school thing because it was me and Scott, who's Scotty from College University, my roommate in college and stuff. We went out in his car, and I was that was a lot of my experience. I was just like, sure, you're going to be in trouble, but I'll just come along for the ride. That's right. But we went around
whatever you want.
to like, it was such a dick move for being a grown up now, taking like bagged up bags of leaves and throwing them in the street and then just plowing over them in his car.
Yes. Oh,
just
my
like
God.
ripping it through it. So the street's just full of leaves.
Yeah.
It was the funnest thing, but I couldn't imagine like, I mean, I don't know how much people would give a shit, but you still have to like clean all that mess up the next day. You're like, God damn it. I have to go to work, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, we used to have like huge piles of leaves in front of the house, and people would just drive through them. Then they started like putting rocks in the piles.
I was going to say.
Oh, they did. Like they were like, or they put up leaves around fire hydrants.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Just to be like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Or you're
It's a
going
good
to pay
deterrent.
for it. And I was like, what the hell? I mean, like, I appreciate, like, look, I'm not going to do it much, but like, I'm not going to kill myself over it.
Yeah.
You jerk.
There's
trying
something
to have
so
some fun.
appealing about a pile of leaves. It's so hard to...
I know.
My city does the thing where you have to put your leaves in the street, like on the side of the street, to like get picked up at like all at the same time. Like you can bag up your leaves and bring them to the dump too, but like if you leave them, if you leave them with your trash, they won't take it. It's like 1 week where they come around and they take all the leaves.
Yeah.
And so like people are starting now to put leaves on the side of the road, and they'll just take up entire areas where like a car would be.
Yeah.
And they'll get massive piles of leaves, and my kids see them and they like want to jump in them, and I have to be like, don't do it, because like sometimes there's like sticks and stuff, like giant like tree limbs and stuff in there. I don't want them to get hurt, and I don't know how long they've been there. Could be like grubs and stuff at the bottom.
Oh yeah, they're definitely filled with slugs. And,
Pile of leaves
ticks.
is a great place to find an old piece of dog shit.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We used to jump in them with reckless abandon. Be like, oh my God, a pile of leaves.
Whee!
And then be like, yeah,
white dog shit.
yeah, yeah. That was an epidemic where you were from.
I'm wondering, are there any like decorations that you guys have seen this year that you think like will, number one, if there's like a display that you thought was really cool, or just like, you know how they have like seasonally they'll come out with new decorations. Is there anything you've seen that you think is really cool? 'Cause for me, I haven't seen anything new this year that I was like impressed with.
I saw a cool thing. It was just on Instagram though. It was like a 1-story house with like 2 big windows, and they had big inflatable like Alice in Wonderland legs coming out. So it looked like giant Alice was like blown up inside the house.
Whoa.
That's gotta be like custom made, right? Like
It looked pretty custom. Yeah.
you can't like just buy that online somewhere.
Yeah.
It's very, very specific.
Wow.
I did beyond
That's
that
cool.
though. It's like the inflatable stuff, which is like whatever. We were at Home Depot like a couple of weeks ago, and Holly's like a kid in a candy store with that shit. It was like a raven. What's the with the pandemic, or not the pandemic mask? Like the the fucking plague
I know
mask.
exactly what you're talking about.
plague
Yeah, the plague
mask,
mask.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like it was pretty cool. It was like 7 feet tall, and then like they all kind of talk and whatever. And this thing had like a 3-minute monologue. I was like, when does it stop?
I've encountered that too, where like they start talking. And I'm like, what? You been working your tight 5? What's happening? You're a robot. F off.
We haven't put any stuff out, or Holly hasn't put any stuff out because it's been crappy the past couple days, and like tomorrow's supposed to be pretty shitty too, I think. So.
Really? Aw.
Yeah,
It's raining right
supposed
now.
to
I got like
be-
2 inches today.
Yeah, it's raining here, and it's supposed to be really windy tomorrow, which is a bummer for trick-or-treating. My oldest is going as an Among Us, so it's a big blow-up spaceman suit,
Yep.
and his like face kind of sticks out, and his little feet stick out, and there's little zippers where his hands can come out. I'll send it. Wait, hold on. I have a picture of him. It's so fucking cute.
That's awesome. His face. sticking
I
out.
have like a little. I
I
have
thought it
a
was gonna be
video
like one of
of
those
him,
dinosaurs.
He
Oh my
comes out,
God.
he turns around and runs at me.
Oh, it's like mesh. That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a great costume.
Oh my god.
I love it.
But I'm worried that like it's gonna be really windy,
blow
so
away.
he's gonna get like have to like fight the wind.
Get
in
video
it.
of that.
He's got to carry around some sandbags.
Yeah, but
Oh my god. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. I love that. That mesh is like all the way through. I would be if I had that as a kid, I would have to cut that out to eat stuff. To eat the candy mainly.
Oh, to eat immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that I've seen, it's funny, it was like, you know those big like skeletons that are everywhere?
Yeah. The ones that
lawn
are like
skeletons?
half coming out of the
Yeah, yeah.
ground.
No, I mean like
that?
I mean like the
Or,
guys.
like, the
They're
real
like a
tall
full
ones.
blown skeleton, he's like 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
I saw one house that just had like 6 of them.
That's so impressive.
And
That's
they're just-
impressive just in like, how do you get all of them?
Storage,
Because
yeah.
there was
Right,
a
like, you
year
gotta get a U store it, like-
where, well, yeah, you got, number one, how do you store it? Number two, how did you get all of them at once? Because there was a year where Dan and I were like, we're going to get one of those. And we tried and they were just sold out everywhere
Yeah.
immediately.
That's
and we
just
couldn't find them anywhere.
A flex then. That person's just bragging.
It's such a
God.
flex.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. They're like, yeah, but there were a whole bunch of them, and they're just standing around, because they don't have like a menacing pose. They're just like, I was like, do a Calvin and Hobbes thing, like,
Yeah.
put
Something.
one on its back, and they're all like, like, because they're all surprised
Yeah.
anyway, because they're skeletons. Like,
Yeah.
like put one on your like if you have a car that you're not using, like put one like it's hit by a car, and the other
Yeah,
guy's like,
right?
"Ah!"
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Like, go for it, The laziest thing I've seen for the last few years through my neighborhood is there's at least a few houses that have like some life-size skeletons, not the 30-foot ones, but just like the 8-foot or 6-foot ones, and they'll be like, it was such a bitch to put them up. Put a Santa hat on it, and so
Keep it
they're
up.
also Christmas decorations.
Keep it up
You
all year.
leave them
Of
up
course.
until February.
Yeah. Well, there's one house in my neighborhood that had one of those giant skeletons. And so it must have been, I want to say like 15 feet tall. And they put it up and they left it up all year round. And so I would like walk the neighborhood and it would be there and they would dress it up for all different holidays.
Yeah.
And they would have like, they clearly had a teenager in their house because then there was like a spirit week and they put like stuff for the high school on the, like, and like dressed it up like a little mascot and stuff. And it was cute. They would put a little sign next to it that said like, please don't touch and like, or like, don't let your dog poop here or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I liked that they kept it up all year round. I was
Yeah.
looking forward to it. They took it down recently, and I was like so bummed. I was
Aw.
because I would be like, let's go to the skeleton house. Like, let's take a walk. We'll go to the skeleton house, and then we'll go home. It's a nice little roundabout.
I went on a little scary movie binge this weekend.
Ooh.
Nothing crazy. It was just 2 movies, but they were both out
Oh, wow.
on HBO. Weapons and The Substance.
Oh,
Nice,
Yeah.
both
Wow.
excellent movies.
I know. The
So
Substance.
you picked good ones.
I was like so on The Substance halfway through because I was like, I get what they're doing. It's so over
very
the top
body
and crazy.
horror.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
total
don't like body
horror.
like you're not going to be into it. But it is.
The second half, I was like,
so
I
good.
love this movie's fucking
And Demi Moore
awesome.
was fantastic in it.
It was
And
so
I don't know
great.
the name of the other chick that's in it, but she was also fantastic.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah,
Substance,
she's
like
great.
as soon as we watched it, we were like, we're gonna watch this again. Like this
It
is
was-
gonna
yeah.
become a regular like rewatch in our horror repertoire.
Weapons I liked not as much as The Substance, but it was still like good. When it was, I liked, I was like, I don't know, 7 out of 10 or something like that. It was like definitely cool, like some crazy shit going on. And I liked that, like, not to spoil anything, but there's not a whole lot of explaining stuff,
Okay.
like a lot of reasons
Just
why things
stuff
are happening.
happens, and you're like,
Yeah, like the bigger reasons why kind of thing.
sure.
And like I like that more so than movies that are just like, here's every nook and
Here's
cranny
every-
of a backstory and like, all that kind of shit. Because you're kind of just like, oh, it's over, and I don't know
There's
why
a bunch of I don't know.
that person was doing that stuff. That's kind of crazy. And then there's just like loose ends in a lot of ways, that kind of thing. Where I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of fun. It's the same dude. God damn it, I forget his name, but he directed Barbarian. He's one of the dudes from The
Oh,
Whitest
yeah.
Kids You Know, which is crazy strange to me to make that. I was like, that guy looks familiar, and then I was like, oh, that is one of the dudes from the sketch group The Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh, that's awesome. Those guys are so funny.
But like Barbarian had a bit of that too, where there's like terrible people in it. They're just like bad people making bad choices because they're bad people.
Uh-huh.
And but Barbarian I liked, but like Barbarian did one of those things where they explain a lot of stuff and there's a lot of backstory. You're just like, okay, I get the motivation now. That was terrible, like a terrible reason why they're doing this thing or whatever. But like, there's less of that in Weapons, which I like.
Are there any movies that you guys have seen where you're like, wow, that was scary, or that was really well done? Never seeing that again. That is off my list forever. Like, I'm glad I could be part of the conversation of this movie, maybe. Or like, I appreciate what you did, and don't ever show this to me again. I never want to look at it. You're horrible. There's so many like that, but I'm thinking horror specific. Like, I remember my friend was obsessed with Requiem for a Dream. I don't really think that's a horror movie, but it kind of is.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, he watched it like every day for a year, and I was like,
oof.
Every day for a year.
Then it turns into horror, yeah.
That's a whole other thing, that person.
That's a...
I know.
That's
No,
a
he was
vibe.
working through some stuff. But, I saw it the
Oof.
one time, like we both saw it, and I was like, yikes. And he was like, this is my religion. And I was like, but
wow.
But that was one of the movies where I'm like about a third of the way through, I'm like, wow, I better remember this movie because I'm never going to see it again. And the other one, of course, was House of a Thousand Corpses, where a friend of mine was like, she was like, oh, you like horror? Because you said you liked Scream? Let's watch this. And I'm like 20 minutes in, I'm like, okay, this is not for me. And then it was over, and I was like, yeah, I regret seeing this.
So I never watched that one. Wait, is that Rob Zombie or am I thinking
Rob Zombie?
It is?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You would dig it the most, Mike. Let me tell you. If you like nihilism to the nth degree, or like just joyful evil, like someone just being like, it's funny to do something really, really unspeakable.
yeah.
And like, it's funny though, like taking the you mentioned the Ways Kids those guys are freaking amazing, but like their glee in your discomfort, that's what that movie is. Where it's like, oh my God, wouldn't it be funny if, like, I don't know, a guy took the face off of a girl's father and then wore it and then made out with her? And I'm like, no, but it's there. It's
made out with her while the dad's face is on, or like put the face on.
He put the face on himself, and he's like, hey, it's me, your dad. Blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no. And then he's like, no, it's not really your dad. It's me, the guy who murdered him.
Okay.
Right, she's like, that's much worse.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
this is horrible. And it's just like, you know what it is? And it's like, look, I appreciate... No, I don't. Rob Zombie sucks. And like, his music is stupid. And Dragula my ass. But like, he... you could tell he was like, okay, 12-year-olds who were born in the 80s, what's the most fucked up thing you can imagine? I've got my yellow legal pad. I'm going to write it down.
We're going to put it all
boogers.
in one movie.
Poop and boogers. Got it. You got that one. Taking a face off and wearing it. Love that idea. This one's going places. You're
It's
my
in the
Dad
movie.
making out with his daughter.
Hey, that sounds like you're going through something, but I'm going to call someone after I write that idea down. Just like, get out of here. I don't know what I was expecting with a movie called House with a Thousand Corpses.
Well, there's corpses in this movie.
There were a lot, like maybe 1,000. I don't know.
Maybe 1,000. There should be, otherwise it's false advertising.
It's true.
Come on.
I mean, for those, like the way you're describing it, the ones that are just like,
Oh, like Eli Roth movies, like Hostel and stuff. I'm like,
they're just like
you're
torture
gross.
porn
Yeah.
stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
a lot of torture stuff I don't want to watch again because I'll watch body horror, but usually only once. With the exception of The Substance, I feel like they did a really good job with it.
It's kind of about something. It's not just like a couple of kids went to Cambodia. Don't go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
There was
Let's
speaking
learn.
of Eli Roth, the Green Inferno is like, I was not a fan of that one.
No, thank you.
Yeah, watch that
But
once.
nowadays,
I was like,
it's literally
I've
like if
never
I see
seen it.
Eli Roth's name on it, I'm like, I'm never going to see that. I've been fooled me
I
once. Shame on
recently
you.
watched we watched 13 Ghosts because it showed up in the Blockbuster at our house, and
somebody dropped it off.
somebody dropped it off. So Dan was like, "Oh, I saw this in the theater. Have you ever seen it?" And I was like, "No." So we put it on, and it is awful.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
It is
enjoying a
not
renaissance
good.
right now. People are talking about 13 Ghosts like on the internet right now. Like they're
Really?
like, "Hey, remember 13 Ghosts? A classic."
It is-
And I'm like,
It is not a classic. It is not good.
I don't
It
think
is
I
Some
watched
of
it.
the like
the effects, like the makeup. is-
effects, the makeup effects and the visuals on the 13 Ghosts that show up are fantastic. However, the plot and the execution are just awful.
It's so goofy. Like You got to see in order to see the ghost, you got to wear these very specific goofy looking
goggles.
Mm.
And Matthew Lillard is in it, and Matthew Lillard. For the first 10 minutes that you see him, he is just making the most ridiculous faces that he could possibly make.
You just described every Matthew Lillard movie.
I know, I was gonna say, yeah.
He has this whole intro where he's like this guy that works alongside with the ghost trapper or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he shows up later and pretends to be like an electrician, and he acts normal then. And after that, he acts relatively normal. But for the first part of the movie, he's just like, like just
you're hiring Matthew Lillard because you can't afford Jim Carrey. You're like, get in here.
I guess so.
No,
but
I mean,
like,
Matthew Lillard's great. We all love Matthew Lillard. Don't
he
come at
is
me.
Fantastic. And I actually told the story to Dan while we were watching 13 Ghosts. I actually got some cookies from Matthew Lillard once because he was shooting a movie. I was living in Park Slope, and he was shooting a movie nearby, and my boyfriend like happened to like walk by set, and Matthew Lillard was just like, "Hey, do you like cookies?" Just out of nowhere. And he's
I like you, man.
And he's like, I just got this like giant tin of cookies like delivered as like he got it as like a gift from somebody. And he was like, I don't want this. Do you want it? Like, here. And just gave it to my boyfriend. And he took it home, and we were like, oh, we got these Matthew Lillard cookies.
That's awesome.
I still have the tin because I use it to like keep a
sewing kit.
I have a sewing kit now. I have greeting cards in it. It's really big, so
cool,
bigger than
That's
a sewing
a lot of
kit.
cookies.
That's a lot. It was a lot of cookies. They were really
That's cool.
fancy.
Yeah, he seems fun. Man,
the one that I really liked and I won't watch again is Hereditary.
Yeah,
I'm just
that
like,
one is.
I was like, this movie's fucked up.
Yep.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm good now. Thanks.
Okay, that was well made.
And well done, and I am all set forever.
Goodbye.
I remember all the stuff I need to remember now.
To keep me from seeing it again.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a movie that I was just like several times, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, I mean, it's been out for a while, not to spoil anything, but like the little sister, I'm like, okay, she's clearly a main character. Nope.
Yep.
Okay. She's out. She's out.
Oh,
immediately.
Oh, there's her face. A real big close up of the head. Thanks. No fucking warning. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for that. All right, movie.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, an attic full of naked people approaching a terrified teenager. Great. Thanks.
Great.
The mom hanging from the ceiling,
thanks.
smashing her head into the attic door. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's me with the Hellraiser movies, which I think are goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I don't know how to masturbate anymore, so how about this? And I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm ruined on board. Like, just wait for the internet, man. Clive, just wait for the internet. He's like, I've seen every tape in the back room.
This is for
Back
me.
in the day, when people used to watch movies, they had to go to the store, and behind the store was a little beaded curtain, and there'd be porn back there. That's how you'd understand what we're talking about. But yeah, so Clive Barker watched all of them, and he's like, Hellraiser? Like, that'll do it. But I'd never seen it. Like, I'd always just been like, growing up, I'd always been like, okay, so like, you know, Jason and Freddy and like, I guess Pinhead or whoever, and he must be scary, right? Then like about 5 years ago, I watched Hellraiser finally. It was on Pluto, and I'm like, prepare to be scared.
Yep. Prepare.
This is stupid.
All right, time for another installment of Company Send Me Stuff to check out. I tell you if I like it or not, otherwise known as a review. But I don't get paid for this at all, so if you like it, go ahead and check it out. If not, don't worry about it. This week, GameSir was nice enough to send me another controller. It's the Nova 2 Lite. So let's take a look. Okay, first of all, it comes in this nice, I'm going to call it a coffin. And inside there, you can see it's got the wireless adapter. Speaking of which, it's Bluetooth wireless there and wired. It works on Switch, PC, Android, and iOS. It's got the Hall effect sticks, standard A, B, X, Y buttons, mechanical D-pad, which I really like. It's clicky. I always like that stuff. It's got the rumble motor, back buttons. It's got 2 macro back buttons. It's got these anti-slip laser textured grips, which are pretty nice if you're playing a real stressful game like Stardew Valley, right? It doesn't have a charging station. It's not included. You can buy one separately, but it does work with the Supernova's charging station. So if you happen to have that, then you can go ahead and plug that in. It comes in luminous white and midnight gray. I got the midnight gray, which is really sweet. And I really like the orange highlights on it as well. Overall, this thing's $35. If you're in the market for just like a very affordable, very well put together controller, I would highly suggest the Nova 2 Lite. Really no complaints about it. It's a very solid controller. Doesn't feel cheap whatsoever. And it's $35. All right, thanks again to GameSir for sending this my way. If you're interested in the Nova 2 Lite, links in the description, so go ahead and check it out. All right, let's get back to the podcast. All right, so this is Yesterday in Nerd History. 41 years ago, 1984, Terminator premiered.
Yeah.
Halloween weekend.
That's pretty nuts. It's funny, like, I was just watching some recap stuff on it. I hadn't seen the movie in a while, but it was just like a thing that dawned on me that I didn't quite realize that it was like a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I never really, like, I remember being the same feeling of watching like Halloween or something like that, you know, where there's just like this unstoppable killer. But I never really thought of it like a horror movie. it was just like and I just, because it had robots and guns and stuff, I was like, action movie.
Yep,
cool.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I never saw it as a horror movie, but I know that when they first put it out, people were just like, whoa, this is like a slasher movie that we're used to from this era.
Yeah. And it's
like,
just so funny. I was like, yeah, of course it is. Like, it does all the telltale stuff. He's just tracking down, killing people, and it's like gruesome and stuff like that, and he's unstoppable. And but it's just in a sci-fi package kind of thing. I was just like, wow, that's fucking, I don't know. This is weird. I don't know why I never put the pieces together like that. Because I'm stupid.
No, it's really cool. You know, it's because it plays with all these different ideas and conventions, and but also it's like a rock simple premise. Like there's if you said, oh, there's a person trying to protect a woman from being killed by an unstoppable killing machine, and there's a graphic sex scene in it. It's like, oh, well, then you've just described every movie being made in the early 80s,
Right?
Especially horror movies. It's not really that great. It's actually the tamest sex scene I've ever seen, but it's still, but you get to see stuff.
The most ridiculous one is the sex scene when her roommate. Right?
Yeah.
Roommate? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got like her headphones on.
It's so weird. That's a weird sex scene. It's not really a sex scene. It's more just like a weird sequence where she's like, like they're doing it under like all the blankets in the universe, and she's got her clothes on and she's got her headphones on, and like they finish, and he of course has to slip on his Speedo and like so that we don't see anything, and then she like goes, well, now to make the biggest sandwich on planet Earth. In the dark. And she does. She's like, she gets out like milk and like OJ. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
She's got huge plans. And no one gets to eat that sandwich.
No, that's a shame. Oh, that sex was great. You want some meatloaf? How about some
You want something nice and heavy?
Just like doesn't even get out of bed, just like gravy boat.
I got a crave case. Just eat these White Castles.
James Cameron originally wanted Lance Henriksen to be Terminator, which I thought was the part in this I thought was really funny is when he was started pitching around like the studios and stuff like that, he would have Lance Henriksen like in full costume with him to go to be like scary and be like immersive or whatever. But I think it's funny. The first thing I think of with that is like getting all dressed up with him, with James Cameron, who's just dressed normally, I would imagine.
Yep.
And sitting in like a room pitching the movie and the story, and then like whoever is just like, oh, that's going to be a pass for us, and then like has to like leave, get back in the car,
ching,
full Terminator.
ching. He's got the chains.
Yeah. And then too, and then he gets replaced with Arnold.
Yeah, and then it's not him anyway.
He had to do all the legwork.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Got
buddy.
none of the credit.
Yeah. I had heard apparently he also was considering O.J. Simpson, and I was like, uh-oh.
I know. I heard that too, and then like Cameron for some reason would deny it, but then there was saw there was some like variant covers or something like that of a Terminator that clearly looks like O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
It's like a weird thing.
It's cool. I like how like indie it feels. Like you're watching it and you're like, oh yeah, you didn't get permits for this. Like you know.
Yeah.
And then you watch it with commentary, and he's happy to share. Where he's like, okay, here's how we did it. We parked the car. We set up the camera. We're like, Arnold, get out of the car, run into the thing, you know, or like Arnold, walk up to the car, punch through the window, and then get in the car and drive it away because we need to leave this area right now. We do not have permission to film here. Same with the last shot of the movie.
I guess that makes sense with the note. This is production only lasted from March to May.
Yeah.
They had a quick little 2 month, 2.5, 3 month little stint there.
I just recently heard apparently like they shot the last shot where like Sarah's at the gas station in Mexico or whatever, and she drives off into the mountains that definitely aren't there, and like apparently they were like, we were there, like we're setting up all day, not a car, nothing. We're like in the middle of nowhere, and then like we're ready to shoot, and then like one car's all the way at the farthest end of the road in the distance. We're like, oh fuck, we gotta wait for this car. Pulls up, and it's a cop car. And he's like, and they used a skeleton crew to get that shot together. It was like James Cameron and like one of the producers and like his son. And they're like, oh Jesus, here we go, because they do not have a permit to film there. And the cop's like, what you guys doing? And they're like, we're filming a movie. And they're like, he's like, where's your permit? And they're like, oh, it's his student film. Like the kid, he's making the movie. It's we're just helping him out. And they're like, all right. And he was like, all right, well, do you want me to close down the road for you? Like he jumped right in and like helped out. And I was like, that's cool. Then the kid's like, yeah, what? Like I was not prepared to be a pawn.
That's some quick thinking.
Scheme.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know much about movie making stuff, but like, how many hoops is it to jump through to get a permit for? It's got to be a pain in the ass, I would imagine.
It must be a pain in the ass.
Every shot location you need a permit and stuff for it.
I got to tell you, I shot a movie in my hometown in like the 2000s, and it was a bitch. And I
got permits for everything?
I didn't have a permit. It was more like I was shooting in one location, like in a business. So I didn't really need like permits because I wasn't shooting anything outside and I didn't have lights and like equipment. But I still needed permission from the town to shoot there because I was going to be doing it over a month. And I had to go to town hall. I had to be there during like the town hall meeting. I had to like be on the docket. I had to like ask permission of the town council. It's the whole thing. But yeah, Terminator's a great movie. And man, Terminator's a great franchise. 2 movies. They didn't know. It's too bad they only made 2.
I know.
Wait a second. That's not true.
No, what?
I think it is.
T3 happened when I was in college because one of my good friends was on the like the ground crew trying to like make it like, you know, like do like grassroots campaigning kind of stuff to get people excited about it.
Yeah, that was going to be hard to do. I did see it in theaters. Man, T3. I was bummed by how bad that was.
Oh, I don't think I saw it, so I don't know.
It didn't work. Your friend's
didn't work.
Grassroots campaign did not convince you to watch T3.
I saw some
Rise
swag, and I did not watch it.
You know which one I did not mind? I don't know about inside the like lexicon or whatever of Terminator was Terminator Salvation. I didn't mind.
I didn't mind it either. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it wasn't. It's easily the least egregious one.
Like the thing that can get me instantly is like cool robot ship design stuff. I think that's a big reason why I like Star Wars too. But like, I was like, oh, that is cool looking, and like action scenes and those are really well done. I thought too. But like,
no, I agree. It was really cool,
and it was just
yeah.
No, I was gonna say like out of that group of stuff because then you just go from like
Terminator Genesis and the
like,
Dark Fates and all that crap. Yeah. No, it's a mess. But Terminator Salvation's fine, and it's easy to get away with because it's in the future and it's clearly like inspired by The Road. Like they want to be like washed out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because you could tell like Christian Bale's like, I'll be John Connor. I'm like, you are not even close. You are just this is you shouldn't be here. You should not be in this movie. But whatever. Same with Avatar Boy, whatever, Sam Worthington.
Yep.
He's in the movie, and it's just because he's an Avatar. And they were like, oh, James Cameron worked with him. People will connect it. And it's like, no, he's awful, just like everyone in this movie. Helena Bonham Carter is like the personified Skynet. She's like, oh, I also have opinions. And I'm like, go away.
Oh, I forgot she was even in that.
It's real weird. She's like, it's really weird. And then there was all the reshoots of that movie. Like, they were like, oh, there was a huge twist, and the audience, like the test audience, were like, no, like just like we don't, you know what I mean? Like after like the fourth Terminator movie, people were like, I don't care, do whatever, moving on. But with Terminator Salvation, they saw that movie, they were like, this is cool. Ending happened, they're like, nope, F plus.
Wait, what was the twist aside from
the twist? Is okay. So like Sam Worthington plays Marcus, who's like a person made into a Terminator or something. It's not really clear.
Yeah,
and at the end, John Connor is, he's at the big factory. He has to fight the first T-800, which at the time, that CG Arnold looked great. I was like, whoa, he's not even there, and that's amazing. But anyway, the idea is that John Connor gets stabbed through the heart by the T-800. He dies. And so then they take his skin off of his body and put it on Marcus. So Marcus is John Connor. And they're like, the reality is the John Connor you knew is dead. And the John Connor who saves the human resistance is a fucking Terminator. The audience was like, no.
Yeah.
First of all, you can't deglove a whole human being and slap it onto another person.
This isn't a House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, but what they ended up doing was they were like, but we shot it all. So what they did was they just like, he got stabbed through the heart. So Marcus, they retcon into the movie. They're like, oh no, he got to keep all of his human parts, even though he's from the past or whatever. So Marcus dies giving his heart to John. So he has the heart of a guy. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But then people went like, well, that wasn't very like, groundbreaking. That's just a cool movie with some weird ending. And I'm like, what do you want? Yeah, it's not great, but it is not. It's the easiest one to. It's like, oh, this is pretty fun. I kind of dig this. But yeah, and Anton Yelchin plays Kyle Reese, and he's amazing.
Yeah. I liked him a lot in that.
I was so hyped for him. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
That's also the movie where Christian Bale had his infamous freak out on that lighting guy.
That's right.
Oh, damn.
Man, that was such like a classic fucking internet rant thing.
You are trashing my scene. Like this in the background. So great. If you've never heard the Christian Bale freak out or bailout, it is worth listening to.
Bailout.
He just loses. You're a nice guy. Okay, you're a nice guy. But you're fucking up everything.
Yikes.
His da-da-da-da-da like that in the background. And I'm like, and then it's like for fucking Terminator 4.
I know.
It's like, keep your shit together, buddy.
Chris, we're just trying to get this done, man. Come on.
But I love that like the lighting guy is like, you could tell like Christian Bale is not going to be like calmed down. Just let him freak out and walk away. And he's like, all I was trying to say, like, I'm like, don't push back.
Just bring it right back up.
Right. He could hear him go, I'm like, and then anyway, you're a nice guy. He's like, all I'm trying to do here is my job. He's like, oh, okay. The Christian Bale freak out is one of my favorite, like, hot mic moments in history. It's so great. That and Orson Welles trying to sell frozen peas. Those two are the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
I love it.
Yep.
AJ, was Terminator like on your radar at all, or Terminator 2 like growing up? Did that even like register?
I watched them, but they weren't like big deals for me. No.
Yeah.
It was kind of
dudes
like
that had crushes on me. All liked them.
I think I saw each of them once if they were like being played on TV or something. Mm-hmm. I didn't see either of them in the theater. Yeah. It wasn't
like,
a big.
Yeah, because I was curious, like if like Sarah Connor has had any sort of like it's a pretty unique role. Like she starts out as like kind of this like a meek single mom waitress, and then ends up by beginning of Terminator 2.
Was she a role model? Are you saying?
Well, no, just like something different. I know, out killing robots. But it's just like, oh shit, this is like a badass girl. That's like, I mean, for Holly, like any movie that's got like a girl that's kicking ass, she's like, all right, I'm in.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one of those. She is great, and like it's she really infuses like humanity into the role, like makes it really interesting, and like, yeah, I like her a lot. I like Sarah Connor a lot. I like her journey. I wish, like, I appreciate that she's like kind of nuts in the second one, but like, it's kind of too bad. Like, she doesn't have to be. I don't know. It's all good. She's fantastic.
Yeah. One of the things I read was that Cameron originally wanted 2 Terminators in the first one. One of them being the T-1000 liquid metal one, and they quickly like realized we can't do this. I just imagine like some VFX guy is like, no, what are you talking? It's 1984. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what? The best thing you can do is we got a puppet. Okay, that's what we're all doing here in '84. Just be happy with your puppet, like everybody else is.
Just playing with mercury and just.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yeah, that's not dangerous.
I remember my high school chemistry teacher, I forget her name, but she was saying like when she was like in high school, there was just like an open bowl of mercury and they would just like fucking mess with it. Bare hands. I'm like, no, I don't know how much longer you're going to live.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You got all the candy.
Yeah. My God, that's fucking literally Mad Hatter. Like that's. Yeah, Mad Hatter, that's why he's crazy. Mercury stiff in the hats, soaked into your fucking brain and made you crazy. Like, that's where that comes from. Like, you're just messing with that barehanded.
Yeah, what? There's no way you weren't like rubbing your eyes and shit afterwards.
I know.
Oh my God. That's insane. What a nightmare. I would not look her up. Because she is not around.
She's not around. No,
my chemistry teacher spends most of her time in her grave.
And like when she was telling us this, like she didn't seem
that
worried.
Concerned.
No, we
those
were
like
days,
baby.
14-year-olds
of mercury.
A room full of like 14, 15-year-olds are like, yeah. Like even I know, like if a thermometer breaks, like don't touch just it. Leave it, yeah, or just like call hazmat or whatever the fucking thing to get rid of that thing. My God. Anyway,
that's Terminator.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right, so I think that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a like, leave a comment. What was your least favorite Terminator movie? Let's go with that. Sal, what's your least favorite one?
Oh man, I never saw Genesis with a Y. I've seen enough of it to go like that's not good. So it's probably that one. But I was yeah.
The one I didn't watch all the way through.
The one I refused to see. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's a lot like that. The last 3 aren't very good.
You guys got anything to plug?
I gotta plug our episode from last year where we spent an hour ranking candy. It was only, to be fair, it's only like 14 minutes in the episode, but it was like over an hour.
It was, it took me like 3 hours to edit that thing down. So I was like,
that was, there's like, we should get like a compilation of like the things that Mike is really like unhappy with when it comes to this show. Like, cause there's a couple of things that you're like, I do not like that. I don't like we did that. The candy you would not let yourself go. You were like, hey, how about we do another fucking episode where all I do is red candy? Like, you were so hard on yourself.
I think it was so deflating too, because Justin's first reaction was like, okay, what? It was like you could see him kind of just
he was not excited.
Yeah.
You were like,
I thought we were going to talk about Back to the Future, guys. This is like a lot.
Yeah, like I got my hoverboard right here. Can I talk about it while we talk about candy? You're like, no, we do the candy first. That's the goal. That's what people are going to be here for.
And it was
I want to know what you think about Nutter Butters.
3 candies in. I'm like, there's so many left.
There's so many. I got to say, though, I took a screenshot of the final ranking because I was like, I didn't get to put in my 2 cents.
Oh, I'd like to hear it.
I mean, I would say in terms of like your golds, you've got there's a bunch of them, but I would say the thing that I disagree with is Twizzlers being gold, because personally I think Twizzlers are kind of trash unless you open the package, leave them out, let them get hard, and then they're gold.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
Twizzlers
Twizzlers was my choice.
But I love Twizzlers.
And then
regular Twizzlers.
On the opposite end, you've got candy corn, and candy corn is one of my very favorites. So I'm like,
oh my God,
super angry about that.
That's
I
fair.
love
Okay.
candy corn. Like both, Me and my mom both love candy corn, but like we don't live together. So like we will separately have to buy like a bag of candy corn and nobody else around us wants to eat it. So you end up eating an entire bag of candy corn by yourself. And this year was the first year that I was like, I'm not going to buy candy corn because no one's going to eat it. Except Emmett was like, what is that? I want to try it. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe he'll like it because it's just pure sugar and he loves sugar. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it and he can try it. And he like literally put it in his mouth and it like barely touched his lips and he was like, and just spit it all out. And I was like, fuck.
That's so crazy.
Now I have this whole bag and I ate it over the course of 3 days. Like it was just obliterated it. It's so addictive to me. I hate that it's addictive.
Oh, my wife loves candy corn. I deliberately buy her a little package just to make sure that she gets it every year. Just
like they need to sell, if they sold individual like tiny packages of candy corn, I would
They do.
They're
like
huge.
A pouch. No,
they're humongous. You have to buy a whole bag.
Like this. No, they sell them at Target. They're like little pouches.
Little pouches?
Yeah,
all right,
like it's a gummy bear pack. Yeah, look for them. They're just as cheap as the big bags because no one wants them.
Nobody wants them.
I'm sorry.
Mine is Whoppers. I can't. There's nothing I like about.
I like the chew of a Whopper. I like the dry chewiness of it.
No.
The crunch of it.
I'm it's like reassessing our entire friendship.
Seriously.
Between candy corn and Whoppers.
I used
it's like
to
a
hate
sugar
Whoppers.
water chestnut. No,
I used to hate them. It is a sugared water. I like water chestnuts.
I hate those things.
I like the crunch of them. The crunch is very satisfying.
That's the problem that I have with them is the crunch. That's the worst thing in the world.
Oh, it's that malted. It's like a weird. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big malt ball fan, but I will have a malted milkshake. But it's rare to do that. I'm not normally in 1957.
See, I won't do that. I won't malt a milkshake. I think that ruins the milkshake.
What?
What's the difference?
Guffaw. I don't know. It just ruins it. You get a milkshake and they say, do you want this malted? Which is just saying, do you want this ruined?
And he just spits in it while making eye contact with you.
Yeah.
No, the worst thing, you guys are up there, is the egg cream. That's like a masquerading
I've never had
as
an
a
egg
milk
cream.
Well, you
I
can
don't
get one
ever
at a
wanna
hardware
have one.
store. Get a phosphate at the hardware store where you're from.
Phosphate.
For a nickel.
Oh my god.
Egg cream.
Yeah. I was gonna do a guess that candy bar quiz game with you guys, but I was just having flashbacks. I was like, "There's too many candy bars on there."
There's too many kinds. You could have narrowed it down to like just the gold ones that you selected.
Yeah. Was it degloved candy bars where you just looked at like what it was without the wrapper?
It was the cross section one, so you can at least see the stacking of stuff.
I like the idea of having no wrapper on it. Just a log. Just like
there's so many logs that are
Snickers?
Distinguishable.
Yeah. I know. That would be tough. There's a few key ones for sure, but like on a naked Snickers and a naked Milky Way, I don't know.
Right? What's the difference? Can you tell?
I think I could tell the difference between a Snickers and a Milky Way. I think I couldn't tell the difference between a Three Musketeers and a Milky Way.
Oh, that's a tougher one. Yeah,
I think I could, but I'd have to be the rubber would have to hit the road. We'd have to see.
Sal, you got anything to?
My wife hosted an episode of our flagship show Back Issues on youtube.com/comicpop, and it is a lot of fun. It's a Lovecraftian-infused Batman story called Batman City of Madness. Very art-forward, really cool stuff from Christian Ward. That episode is really fun and definitely worth checking out. We also wear
costumes.
Full onesie costumes. Yep,
yeah.
I'm dressed like a goat because the Jersey Devil costume was on back order, so it didn't get here in time, so I just had to grab what was on the rack. But yeah, we got to dress as cryptids. It was cute. It was full of fun. It's a good episode. Check that out if you haven't already.
Oh man,
nice.
Let me show you guys something real quick. My niece is fucking awesome. She is 7, and she has been obsessed with cryptids. So this was her the other week, just drawing from memory all these different kind of cryptids, and
That's
knows all the
fun.
names and stuff like that. I think it was last year. When they get dressed up for Halloween and stuff, she went as Cerberus,
Nice.
Nice.
My sister's
Literally
super.
last night, Felix asked me what Cerberus was. And I was like, oh, it's a 3-headed dog.
Yeah.
I actually know
Yeah.
that.
That's so great.
Oh,
She was a 3-headed dog. That's so cool.
Yeah.
that's so cool.
A
like,
hellhound.
Everyone else was like butterflies and princesses and stuff. And she came in as
She's like,
Cerberus. That's so great.
oh,
What I was going to plug? By the time this comes out, Pumpkin Party
Nice.
is
Yes.
going to be out. I'm finishing it tonight. It's like, I don't know, maybe
I'm
80%
so excited
done.
for it.
nice. Mike
It's
has been
number
teasing us
7.
with it. He's just dropping pictures, like just cells from the episode, like it's coming.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here it
And I'm like, ah!
Written by Sal. This one's written by Sal.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
written- you wrote the script. It was incredible. It's
I just changed around some stuff.
so funny.
But it's very dumb.
It's very
And
dumb.
it's very fun.
Yep.
Yes.
It expands the lore a little bit. There's a little bit of soap opera drama going on. And yet it remains the same exact thing.
Yes.
That
every
it's been
keeps
for the previous 6 years.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You got to write around your budget, you know? And if I know my budget's 0, I got to be like, what can we reuse? What can we work around,
Yep,
you know?
that's
And
great.
despite that, I was like, how about an original character? How about totally the threat this year? They're all very distinct.
Yep.
They look great.
It's super fun, super creative within the bracket of the Pumpkin Party world.
Yeah, I like to say it's still in this, you know, it's authentically Pumpkin Party. It doesn't stray out of the wheelhouse, you know.
We're done. We're
Yeah.
done. But we like you, and we hope you like us. I think you deserve some good toys.
Yay!
Trios of Horror, I'm going to bring it over to you so you can unbox if you want.
Yes! Open this shit.
It's a push. Look, we're in the same place.
Same place.
Oh my god! Now watch me go over there.